Alrighty, good morning. I hadn't done a lot of videoing this week, been kind of busy playing catch up. Let me walk out front here. No, Lele. Let me walk out front and I'll show you a couple we got going on. It's been really hot here this week, which we're blessed. We have air conditioning in the shop. Let me show you this thing here, what we're doing. Let's see if you can take a guess. So what this thing has been is it's an LT1 swap with the fuel injection, all of that stuff. You can see the ECM right there. There's it's got the big single, I guess you'd call it a single barrel throttle body. It's got like a 2-inch, 3-inch opening on it. So anyway, we're going to try to get that wiring figured out and straightened up. I'm going to separate the harness for the engine and let it run the engine, and then because they put the steering column out of the Tahoe in it and had it all running off of that, but my customer wants the original style steering column and all of that in it, and he has put odometer gauges in the dash. And let me walk in here and I'll show you that right quick. Alrighty, let me get turned around. So that's a nice dash cluster he put in there, but I don't want to flip it over, but all of it's separate wires. Well, you can see right here, I've got to wire all of that in, and don't know quite exactly how I'm going to do that just yet. But see, there's the original fuse box out of the car, and so we're going to try to make that happen. On some other news, here is the hood for the Camaro. We actually had to go back and fix a place on that. The Chevelle is basically where it was. I got it sanded. We got to put the final sand and it's ready to buff. The Bronco is coming along. I got the glass in the sides. We got the roof back on. All the moldings but one piece. We got the tailgate finished up. Got all the interior back in, the new carpet. The back seat, I'm sure the customer's going to have that covered. We're getting a new headliner for it. And I think he's getting these new side panels. So that's the reason those are not on. And I can't finish putting the doors together till we get the mirrors, because over here I have got to put J-nuts on the back side to hold it. So there's that. On the Challenger right here, we got to do a little pulling. I got to pull the rebar back a little. We might get a new one of those. Well, it's really not picking it up. Let's see. Yeah, but see right here where it's crunched up. Let's see if I can shine a little more light on it. Yeah, see the wrinkles? And right there, see right there. Got to get. Man, I cut it off with my finger. This is another video, but anyway, picking up in the same spot. And on the Chevelle, I've rounded up some more stuff, so I'm getting the front together. I got that figured out, but I got an issue over here. I got to get this fender out right there. I'm gonna have to loosen the inner fender and all of that stuff back up and see what I can make happen there. Little customer job here. Lay. She's been outside running. She's panting and tired already, and it ain't but 8:30 in the morning. You been out running around, girl? Little knothead. But we are painting the front and the rear bumper. We're going to get these off, and I'm probably going to try to take this off the hood. Oh, this got those nasty cracks and all of that stuff in it. And here are the bumpers for it. I've got them fixed. I put UV primer on it yesterday. I like UV primer. Just don't use it much because of the cost. But we run across a deal on this particular stuff right here, and it works absolutely just fabulous. Let me get going through the day, and I'll try to get a video up. I've got a video on installing a vent window gasket on that Bronco. I'm gonna have to go in and do a voiceover on it and try to explain what I'm doing as I'm going. For those folks that want to try to do that themselves, it's not really hard, but if you ain't never done one, it can be baffling. So I'm gonna try to get that video up, kind of as a how-to, and see if we can get it uploaded. If I don't get it uploaded today or tomorrow, it'll be over the weekend. Oh, and we got this little jip right here. This is a real simple, it's a little chalky right here. We're gonna fix that, and it's a little chalky right there. And we're gonna shortcut that. I may show how we do that when we get going. So there's that. I'll give an update here in a little bit as we go through the day. Man, I cut it off with my finger. This is another video, but anyway, picking up in the same spot. And on the Chevelle, I've rounded up some more stuff, so I'm getting the front together. I got that figured out, but I got an issue over here. I've got to get this fender out right there. I'm gonna have to loosen the inner fender and all of that stuff back up and see what I can make happen there. Little customer job here. Lay. She's been outside running. She's panting and tired already, and it ain't but 8:30 in the morning. You been out running around, girl? Little knothead. But we are painting the front and the rear bumper. We're going to get these off, and I'm probably going to try to take this off the hood. Oh, this got those nasty cracks and all of that stuff in it. And here are the bumpers for it. I've got them fixed. I put UV primer on it yesterday. I like UV primer. Just don't use it much because of the cost. But we run across a deal on this particular stuff right here, and it works absolutely just fabulous. Let me get going through the day, and I'll try to get a video up. I've got a video on installing a vent window gasket on that Bronco. I'm gonna have to go in and do a voiceover on it and try to explain what I'm doing as I'm going. For those folks that want to try to do that themselves, it's not really hard, but if you ain't never done one, it can be baffling. So I'm gonna try to get that video up, kind of as a how-to, and see if we can get it uploaded. If I don't get it uploaded today or tomorrow, it'll be over the weekend. Oh, and we got this little jip right here. This is a real simple, it's a little chalky right here. We're gonna fix that, and it's a little chalky right there. And we're gonna shortcut that. I may show how we do that when we get going. So there's that. I'll give an update here in a little bit as we go through the day. All right, going to give a little update. Got a little behind on my videoing. I'm trying not to do that. Get my fingers out of the way. Try not to do that. I want to try to keep at least 1 or 2 videos a week coming. more if I can do it. But let me show you where we're at. I don't know if I'm going to add the front of the other video in. I messed around and got busy. And the one car I let get out of here before we got the end video. But anyway, it is what it is. And then I got another video on a vent window changing the gasket around it on like older cars. It'll be on that Bronco. Some of y'all may like that or be educational for folks hunting how to do it. So anyway, what we're doing here, this is a Raptor. We're putting the flared fenders on it. These are fiberglass. This is a little bit of a chore, but I got it looking fairly decent on the gap. The hood is a little better. It's a tick off right here, but when I get it all on, I will show that. See, I got this fender off. Here's the other fender. And what these fenders are, they're basically the same here on the front, but back here, they got that big flare in them. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint this part right here like the flare. The fender itself will be white. We'll have to blend the color on the door. We'll put the black back in the SVT, and you know, that'll basically be it. Oh, and they've got hard fiberglass splash shields. Like I say, I'm gonna do a video on that because it's quite a process, and you get to see the cutting and fitting, the on off, the moving up and down, the ruining my knees more and more because I'm on them quite a bit. But anyway, let me show you this Challenger. I'm getting it pulled. It's turning out nice. Let me around. You can see here, now this is flaky paint. I will spray undercoating on all of this because it's just, you know, too much to try to work all of that metal and try to get the wrinkles not to show. You know, I mean, it has been wrecked. But in here, we got it beat down. There's one little spot right here I got to knock on in. But other than that, all of this has turned out good. I got to glue the plugs back in. There's one of them right there. I don't know where the other one, that might be the other one right there. Nope. Anyway, I may have to go into our honey hole in here and get one for it. I don't know. The Chevelle, let me get you over here. I got the windows in, the vent window, the door is shutting okay. I got to do a little more adjusting on the window to get it to where it suits me, and shutting and hitting the weather seal just right. We'll make more progress on the Transit. And the Bronco, I'm not going to walk out and show it. We're waiting on one or two pieces of molding. The customer gets all of that stuff for those, so I'm waiting on those to come in. Another mirror. He got mirrors, and one of the glass was broke in the, I think it was the driver's side mirror. So that's what we're waiting on it. And we'll get it finished up. And I'm going to put together a whole video on it, kind of showing the whole process. So we got that coming, and that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm going to jump off of here and get everything set up where I can film getting this fender on and other things through the day. Ethan's getting the Camaro kind of finished up. As soon as he's through with it, or basically through, I'll get a little more video of that. So that's where we're at, and catch you here in a little bit. All right, got the fenders fitted on this thing, and probably gonna call that a wrap. I'll walk back here Got the Chevelle covered back up. We're making a lot of dust. Didn't want no dust getting on it. They don't have to be. A mess to clean up. It amazes me how dirty the shop gets so fast. But here's the fenders. We got all the little blemishes fixed. We got them primed. We'll get them cut in the morning, and I will get them put back on for sure. So with that, I'm gonna wrap this one up, or at least for today, and I'll probably be talking to you in the morning. Alrighty, it is Friday. We got the Raptor painted. I'm fixing to do the build up on it. See if we can, well, we're going to get it finished today. So let me give you a little peek at it. Here it is. It's painted. We got the door blended. We got to get this painted like the flare, you know, what would supposedly be the flare. We'll get that done here in a little while. I like it way better on that setting. Turned out pretty nice. I'll show you all the gaps and everything when I get it built up. And we'll go from there. But there's that. The Camaro, we had a minor setback on that. And we got it way further along. We got the doors built up, or mostly. We lost one piece. I got the order over there. Got the rear bumper on. We're going to set the back glass in today. We got the quarter glasses in. Mirrors on. You know, it's coming along. This thing's going to be sharp. I didn't like the color to start with, but I'm going to be honest, it's kind of growing on me. Now, I love the darker purple. You know, we all are different, and the customers really love it, and so I'm happy about that, you know. And the more it's set here, the more it grows on me. But still got some stuff to put in right here, you know. Need to quit saying but over here's the deck lid. We may get it mounted today. You know, and just things we got to do. So I'm moving a little slow this morning. It's been a pretty long week. We're getting ready to go to the beach Sunday. I'm going to be down there 2 days and come back. But so let me get this thing untaped and get started on the build up where I can get out of here this evening. So I'll give an update and try to remember to get you know, a good video of when we're through with it where you can see the finished product. All right, I'm gonna give a walkthrough this afternoon. This is kind of like 2 weeks together, but we got the Jeep finished, so I'm gonna go out here and show you it right quick, and then I'll kind of just do a small walkthrough of the shop, and we'll let that be it for this one. So let me turn around. Stuff finally come in for the Bronco over there. We got to get on it and get it finished. Here's the old Jeep. So we painted the hood. We got that straightened out. Looks nice. We got the roof straightened out. We burn it in behind the sunroof. Fender looks good. So that's a wrap on that one. There's our sign. We're trying to do a little landscaping right there. It was looking pretty rough. Oh, we got this old street glide over here. It took a tumble. We're waiting on the adjuster to come in to look at it, but you can see it had a bad day, and the owner looks about the same way. Bent the tank, you know, got all the stuff on the fairing, skint the bars, got the bags, all of that stuff. The good thing is the owner's okay. Like I say, he does have a pretty severe bit of road rash. You got the bottom of the bag down there. It chewed this thing up pretty good. Don't know if it's going to total or not. It'll be really close, but we'll see. It's my old truck. I got to get that thing done and ready before I can get it sold. That's a fairly decent old truck. Still working on the Camaro. We got to put the final shine. I got to find one more piece and then we can finish it up. There's Bubby. I don't know where Laylay's at. She must have went in the office. You want to get on the camera? Yeah. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got your legs throwed out? Oh, you drowsy, ain't you? Giving me that bulldog cockeyed look. All right, I got a bunch of them down here today. There's old Bella. She's the grandma dog. There's Fonny and Bam Bam, Bubby, Lele, and Bella. All right, and then I hadn't got back to the Challenger yet. We got all the parts here for it. And then back to this one. So I'm gonna let that be a wrap, and gonna start fresh on some newer stuff. I'm doing a video on the Avalon. I'm gonna try to do start to finish on it. You know, we're kind of go through the processes, and I don't think we got nothing out back that I forgot about. But anyway, I'm gonna end this one here, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.